God, so stupid.
I'm not very good at voices.
Yeah, I know. No one's.
Say.
This is not news. Yeah, all right, we're live though.
Sweet.
Welcome to Chatty with Matty. This is.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. I'm just trying to do some streaming. Start a new podcast. I haven't been on a podcast in a while, or had a podcast in a while. Got my boy Nikki here, my first guest.
Hello.
Yeah, we're just chatting about some quarantine tings. And apparently I'm dropping
Quarantine
frames
tings.
even though there's nothing happening. Good stuff.
Hell yeah. It's probably me. I'm sure I've got like some wildly shitty internet.
Yeah, that could be no, I don't think it's you. Could be all the webcams I have hooked up to my computer. I don't know. But all right, this is Chatty with Matty. So yeah, I just been fucking sad, Nikki. Just so sad. How you been? How you handling it? You have roommates. I live alone, so I'm not like trying to one up you or like make you feel bad about having people to talk to, but I don't have any people to talk to, so you should feel bad for me.
No, I totally understand. The only thing that's truly changed about my life for the quarantine is I don't have to work as long hours. Outside of that, everything else has been the same for me. My
Yeah.
entire life is still the same. Well, I guess I don't get to go do anything at night. So it's just every single day is my like, I'm just going to stay in today because there's no other choice. But like because like I'm just going to, not to sound like, a pompous asshole, but I'm what the government considers essential. AKA, if I don't go to work, I can't afford rent. That's essential, baby. Essential. But yeah, so my roommate's taking me to and from work every single day, so that's nice. I got
That's
my own
nice.
drive. I have my own driver. I sometimes sit in the back. That's because his girlfriend tags along, not because
Yeah.
I'm being a dick. But
I just took you off because I'm about to turn off hardware acceleration on Discord.
no, that's
So
fine.
hopefully that'll work. And it'll stop being a fucking asshole and dropping frames. This is just real good start to this. I'm gonna go ahead and put on that that BRB screen. Where the fuck is that? Hardware acceleration. It's not on, for fuck's sake. All right. Also, I can hear myself echoing through your computer.
You can?
We're doing great. When I yelled,
the
I could.
Oh, when you yell. I wonder if it's because my headphones are too close to the mic.
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe I'll turn up my gain a little bit, make it even easier for me to talk. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like
because I have kind of shit headphones, so it might be that.
Yeah. Maybe the drop frames don't matter because we're not doing anything. No, we're just talking.
That's true. Yeah, just chit chatting.
Yeah, I'm sure we're very choppy, but we're just talking. Yeah.
Chop it.
Are you watching the stream?
Chopper style. Yeah, I got it up here in the background. Like I'm not. Every once in a while, I click just to make sure, see what I look like. That I don't look too fucking crazy.
I'm
as
sure
many
you
people
look.
have.
I'm sure you look terrible. No, it's
Probably.
you look
Yeah,
beautiful.
It's not great. It's not great. Like camera quality. It's low lighting. There's this random pink shit up here that you're like, what's that over there? Are those twinkle lights? You damn right they are. That's weird. There's just smoke on the side. It's incense, but it can be kind of a little weird. Plus, I got the whole murder eyes thingy. So a lot of times people look at me and they're like, oh, this guy's got a manifesto. So
Oh God. Oh God. What's the? I don't want to say his name. Actually, never mind.
Okay.
Let's not talk about that.
We won't.
Yeah, that's. I can fucking hear myself echoing so
For
much.
real?
Yeah.
So weird. You don't. This is gonna sound
Do
real
you have
weird.
the stream muted?
That's exactly what I was gonna ask you. Is the stream muted for you? Because it is for me.
It's muted.
Okay, then I have no clue what that is.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Who knows?
Yeah, let's just keep it going. This is our first stream. Well, not playing video games, so bear with us. They'll get better. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they won't.
Who knows?
I don't know.
This might be the greatest thing we ever do because we don't have to focus on something.
Yeah, no more trying to grasp at straws like to say interesting things about pizza. It's like there's not much to say. It's like dough and sauce and cheese and toppings.
Not to
I just broke down pizza,
like,
bro.
Not to just talk about pizza though. I just had they got a Gino's East out here in California, and I finally had it.
I've never had Gino's East.
I don't think Gino's East is the best Chicago, like, because like Bob and I have talked about it. We break it down into two types of deep dish places. There's like the kind of like Chicago chains where it's like there's a bunch of them in Chicago, and some of them have locations in just other cities. Gino's now does Giordano's, Limonati's, those kind of places. And then there's those places that only have like one location. That usually the places that are like that's their only location are better. Like Pequod's. I fucking love Pequod's.
Wow. Hot take.
I know
chains are worse.
At all. I know, I'm just saying. But like I think Gino's East is probably one of the like lower of the like sort of chain Chicago chain deep dish places.
I don't know.
That's not a hot take either, actually. Most people would be like, yeah, duh.
Yeah, I think Pequod's is the
okay.
best. I don't like Lou's. I think Giordano's is okay. Most people will say Lou's is the best, but those people, I don't know. I hope they die. No, I'm just kidding.
Themselves.
It's just like my job used to order Lou's constantly, and it was so annoying, and I got real sick of it. And also, you shouldn't order Lou's because the best part is the crust. And this is not a food podcast, so let's. I have so many things to talk about besides food because we're stuck indoors, and I've been having like weekly mental breakdowns. It's not fun. It's so ridiculous. And, and like I know I'm laughing, but it's
you're
so
also
miserable.
Sad. People sometimes, actually not sometimes, a lot of times people just laugh when they're uncomfortable.
I do.
Like, yeah, episodes I do all the time. I'm like, sure, yeah. I would tell you one thing that I sure shit did. And that's the one thing I do have a problem with is like if I'm uncomfortable, not only will I like chuckle a little bit just to be like, yeah, whatever. I'll also say like, yeah. And when I'm like, oh God, I also just agreed with the terrible thing they just said. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And it's like, but oh damn it. I had a guy the other day, and this is now I'm gonna say the story and then I'll say whatever. I met a guy the other day. I was helping him out. I just gave him some change, $50. Couple of 5 singles and 10s and shit, counted it all out for him, gave it to him. He goes, wow.
He works at a bank, by the way.
Yeah, I work at a bank, sorry. And this guy responded by saying, wow, you count quick like a Jew. And I was like, whoa. I didn't know how to respond to that. And then I found out his name was Mr. Feingold. And I was just like, oh, okay, so you're just like a self-hating Jewish man? Because I was like, that was really aggressive towards a clearly not Jewish man.
That's like, strange. That's a strange thing to say.
Weird thing to say to a stranger. That was the first time I met him. It was like, hi, I do like a Jew joke. It's like, whoa, dude, no.
People get really comfortable, like, saying strange things. And I don't understand people like that who will just, like, say whatever to anyone. Because, like, I avoid talking to people as much as possible. Especially during this quarantine. Like, I've been, like, one thing that's been really upsetting me is like people who talk unnecessarily, like in the grocery store, people who say excuse me. It's like, stop it, your droplets are spraying everywhere every time you say excuse me. Just walk by. And then also like at the Jewel I go to, fucking the people who work there, they fucking wear masks and then they take them off to talk. And I was like, what are you wearing the mask for? Like, what's
the amount of people that I have like these like reusable masks. The amount of times I see people like wearing the mask and then just full on grabbing their face to take the mask off. I'm like, all right, well that was a pointless. Now you should throw that away, not continue using it. Also, something that's funny as fuck to watch is seeing customers with gloves on put Purell on their gloves. Like after they're done doing shit, they Purell the gloves as if like they're like, look, I've got like 400 other things and I plan on eating food while wearing this, so I should probably Purell them up. It's like, you're gonna take them off. The whole point of them is to get dirty, and then you take them off.
That's like when my ex-girlfriend asked me to pull out with a condom on.
That's extra assurance. We sound crazy, but who knows? They might have something. Now that we put it in that light, that's a different type of plastic on a body part that I'm like, let's be extra sure about that. A customer came in and she straight up told me 3 of her friends are now pregnant. And I was like, damn. I
Three
was
of
just
them
like,
all at once?
condoms didn't run out. Like, it's just toilet paper that's low. What
Yeah,
the fuck's going on?
condoms should be in really stocked up right now because like nobody's really able to have sex, like
Oh
unless
my
like they
God.
live with someone. But
Unless
like
they live with someone.
Tinder is just probably, I don't know what Tinder's like right now, and I don't want to find out.
Oh, it's probably very depressing.
Yeah, I got off like right before.
Actually, what am I talking? Tinder is probably just a free OnlyFans now.
I don't know what OnlyFans is. Like I hear
It's
people
like
talking about it, but
it's a subscription service where people can watch videos and like get photos for their subscription, like a Patreon, but it's for like sex.
okay, gotcha.
Well, it's porn. It's porn. I don't think anyone has sex with those in them. I mean, I don't know what they do. It's their job at that point. But like, yeah, like it's like you pay a monthly subscription so you can look at titties and dicks and butts and vaginas.
Anything else?
People in clothes, people out of clothes, people in costumes, people with toys, people indoors, outdoors. It's all possible. Internet.
I'll be excited when
know.
I can see a titty that's not made out of pixels.
Yeah, I've been saying that for years.
You poor thing. Oh god. Yeah. It's oh god. I just like I'm like trying to stay positive because we're streaming, but it's just we're living through like a terrible historical event that they're gonna read about in the damn textbooks. I've said this before, like fucking like children like hundreds of years from now are gonna read about Rudy Gobert touching a bunch of microphones, and that's gonna be his legacy. Even if he like has an amazing career, like that's what he's gonna be known for. If he makes it a Hall of Fame,
very true.
Wins 8 rings, that's all they're gonna talk about with him.
Oh my god, yes. Oh, that's real true. That yeah. And like, I'm trying to think of like other things or like the fact that it's very well gonna be known that the first thing to go was toilet paper. Yeah. Everybody lost their shit and was like, give me that toilet paper. You telling me I gotta stay in my house for 2 weeks? 2 weeks? You know how much I'm gonna be shitting in 2 weeks? Not as much as everyone was buying. It's not necessary. I saw a picture of a lady trying to return toilet paper. She's trying to return like 40 fucking like packages of like
you can't return in various anything,
ones, like 4 packs, 32 packs, 40 packs, 12 packs. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Okay. It was like, what is it? Is that supermarket scramble where they're just like, go see how much you can fucking fit, go. But everybody was like exclusively toilet paper. Run through, just grab it, push it as fast.
Why was it toilet paper? Why was that before food? And like I remember laughing at Australia because they ran out of toilet paper first.
Yeah,
it happened to us.
It happened to everybody. Not good. It was wild. I think it was like toilet paper, obviously Purell and shit, and then I think like guns, but not bullets, just guns. Bullets didn't see a rise in purchases, just guns. People were like, let me get a gun to help when I have to defend my stockpile of toilet paper.
Or you could like shoot the virus. You have good aim. Like I've been playing a lot of Warzone. I probably would be able to use a gun at this point.
I am not great at Warzone, so I don't.
Neither
I still
am
don't think
I.
I'd be able to use it.
There's proof that we're not great at it. On
yeah,
this
we've
very
played
page.
the game before.
Yeah. As soon as they let people like control guns with mouse and keyboards, like the world's fucked. Like
yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh god. Or like drones. Like
yeah, drones already. Yeah, that's not a good one.
God. Yeah. That's or like robots. Like Call of Duty robots. That would be awful.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
That'd be insane. Truthfully, if they were to do something like that, I would want it to at least be virtual reality, just so at least I know that the person who's doing it is like. I guess it doesn't really matter. Who even cares?
Do you think VR porn is blowing up right now?
Probably. but also like it's how far can you, because like if you, because VR you can do full 360. 360 for porn seems like a real dumb idea because for a majority of where your head's turned, you're not going to be looking at the whole point of the porn. Am I going to get to
You
see
might
the
want to
entire?
like see your look around every once in a while. I don't know.
Just to double check, there's not extra people in this porno that you didn't know about. It's like,
I
is there
won't lie.
someone
I've tried it before though, and it was weird. It's like it kind of feels like having sex in in the middle of Google Street View, and so I don't think they're gonna have to improve it a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's got to look like Half-Life Alex before like I'm gonna consistently use it.
Oh man, did you get Half-Life Alpha?
Alex, you mean?
Alex, sorry, Alpha.
No, I can't justify paying $1,000 for a VR headset. I have like the cheap like Oculus Go, but it won't run on that.
Yeah, it won't run on that one. No. Yeah, I saw stuff. I saw stuff for the game, and it looked like it'd be a fun game. But I was like, I'll never play it. I'm never gonna get VR.
Yeah, it's expensive. It's a real big barrier to entry. But
yeah,
also I don't even like Half-Life, but I do kind of want to play it.
it seems interesting. I don't know. I was watching some Let's Plays on it, and I was like, this is an experience enough. Like,
no,
cool.
It's not. That's the one game that it's not enough to watch a Let's Play.
That's true.
You're not getting any of the experience.
No, the whole experience is in fact the doing of the hand that shit. I had a buddy who has a VR that had this game Super Hot on it. I played it for almost an hour while everyone else was, I'm assuming, drinking. And I was.
You're assuming? Like you didn't like ask like, what you guys been up to?
I literally like there's like, oh well, because they all said hanging and chatting, and I was like, okay, that's I was gone an hour. That's all you guys did. But yeah, I guess so.
They were having an orgy.
Probably. They just didn't want to let me know. So it's whatever. I was having fun playing video games.
That's much more fun.
It is, yes. So much more satisfying. No. I was playing the game, and the whole point of the game is everything around you only moves when you move. So like in VR, if I'm just standing still, there's nothing happening. But if I move in slow motion, the world around me moves in slow motion. So some people took videos of me, and I'm just like moving like a slow fucking moron, and just be like, oh shit. Fuck, please, no, yeah, fuck yeah, like, and they're just like, what is he doing right now? I look like an idiot. It was wonderful.
Those are the best VR games, though. If you look like an idiot,
yeah, because then you're like really into it.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible to play them without looking like an idiot.
Yeah, true. I played the what was it, Beat Saber game. That game's also fun. I ripped my pants playing that game. That's how much fun I have in that game.
I heard that was good. I haven't ripped my pants in a long time. When's the last time you ripped your pants? Like, was that the last time?
That was the last time, and I think that was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
I ripped my pants like at work. I like decided to be ambitious, and I was like, I started leading the entire office in exercises every hour. So we'd like get up from our desks and do like 10 push-ups or 10 burpees or something every hour.
Okay.
And I ripped my pants doing sit-ups. And actually, that did happen, but I'm like trying to figure out what was the last time. One time I was in a improv class, and I had like a hole in my pants. I don't know when I ripped them. And then like later in the day we got drunk, and I did stand up for the first time. And one of my jokes was I had a hole in my pants all day, and none of you fuckers told me to my improv class, and no one laughed. Obviously.
Yeah, because they were just like, well, we didn't. Most of the audience members were like, I don't know you. I didn't meet you until like you walked on the stage.
Well, I was yelling specifically at my improv class.
Oh, okay.
But I think some people may have laughed at that. People didn't really laugh at that set, though. It was not the best.
Here and there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was like 3 minutes of silence, though, out of 4 minutes. And then
I've
I
had
like
those nights.
yeah. I got one laugh on this one joke where I was like, I did a Lil Wayne impression. I said, I'ma fuck your daughter, drink all your water, and unplug your router. See, that's funny because he would say some shit like that.
Oh, 100%.
It's just weird threats. That's all his lyrics are.
He does have a bunch of weird threats. And then the last one's always like a little bit sing song. If he says the daughter, he would be like, yo, daughter. You're just like, what the fuck was that? He constantly, like, every once in a while when I'm like, man, Lil Wayne hasn't been good for a while, he'll just like do something. We're like, oh, is he back? And then he's like, oh, never mind, he's not back.
I like the stuff I've heard from him lately. He just is like, I don't know. I think he's gonna die soon.
Yeah, I'm always afraid he's gonna die.
Yeah,
he's like, it always amazes me when it turns out, like, I don't even think he's. I'm almost positive he's not even 40. He might be 40
he's not
exactly,
40.
but
he's
he might
40,
be like fucking 36 or some shit.
I think he is like 30 something, 35 or something.
Yeah,
we have the power to Google this. I'll Google.
I'm doing it as we speak. Yeah.
Okay, who can do it first? This is not good content.
He's 37.
All right, that makes. Yeah. Does that make me feel old or young? I don't even know.
I no. Truthfully, if I ever do feel old, I just am like, remember, Lil Wayne's only like 37. It's like, not that old. It's like weird to think that.
But he started rapping when he was like 12.
Yeah, he became famous by the time he was like 14 or 15 or some shit. That's when Duffel Bag Boy, that song.
Yeah, and then he shot himself by accident.
Boy. Yes. And a police officer saved him. It was like a guy he knew. He was just like, it was I remember I watched the behind the music, and it was like he was a police officer. My favorite fucking quote from that entire behind the music is, at one point they had pointed out, apparently Lil Wayne got real good grades in school when he was a kid. He's very smart.
I remember him bragging about that.
Yeah, and my favorite thing, he was like, this is what I don't understand. This is a quote I said. He's like, this is what I don't understand about people who aren't good at taking tests. They give you the answers.
I saw that quote
earlier. They give you and I was just like, I don't think he understands what.
Yeah, that's not what.
Congrats on memorizing everything, but like, not everyone's doing that. That's why they have to study and shit.
Yeah, this is coming from a professional rapper who doesn't write down his lyrics.
That is true.
Yeah, he's not showing a lot of empathy there, Wayne. What a piece of shit. I hope he does die. No, I'm just kidding. No. I love him. I don't want him to die. I want him to live to be very old.
You know who does? Fucking Carol Baskins. You watch Tiger King at all?
Yeah, I watched all of it. I was just about to bring it up because they just released a new episode.
Oh, they did? Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. I know they said they were going to. I didn't think it was going to happen that fun.
Yeah. Everyone hates Carol Baskin. I'm like, I don't really
I know. Well, the wild thing is, like, I just tell my roommate about it. Yeah, Joe's the entertaining one. And as everyone says, it's like so stupid that everyone's just forgiven him for some reason, which is like not the best. Yeah. But yeah, and I was like, I was watching and I was like, although she's a terrible person too, like throughout all of them, there's not a good person in the entire thing. I was just like, she's technically the only one that's right. And like everyone treats her like such shit because she's I mean, I get it, she's also a terrible person.
It's like so you know what I think it is? It's like the Hillary Clinton thing where it's like people would justify voting for Trump because they're like, Hillary's bad too. But it's like she's significantly less bad. Like, yes, a lot. Not like she is more qualified and less evil.
Yeah.
And not a pedophile.
We also probably wouldn't be in as bad of a situation as we currently are if she was around. Because as a lot of people have been pointing out, the whole like pandemic prevention part of the government was taken away 2 years ago by Trump. So it's like, oops.
What are the chances that we'd have a pandemic, though?
What are the chances that like things might happen? And it's not actually like a pandemic thing. I forgot the fuck what it was. I read it like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, this is only gonna make me sad, so I'm not gonna continue reading the rest of it.
Yeah, I've been trying to avoid news.
Yeah, I've been like staying away from news, and I also haven't been on social media.
Yeah, I'm
like,
avoiding social media as well.
I'm just like I don't give a fuck. I mean, I follow artists, so like a lot of them will put just like cool drawings. So I'll be like, oh, cool, fun. I'll look at nice art every once in a while. But like a lot of the times, I'm just like, I don't need to see what the fuck some rich asshole's doing right now. Like
they're singing Imagine. Cool.
Yeah, and like,
what's that supposed to do for me?
Yeah, it's like,
it's about to be summer and I can't go on a patio.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how much I care about you being like, ugh, guys, this whole thing sucks. It's like, does it? You're in a mansion. Like, fuck you. You don't actually have problems right now. I'm sure like being alone in your own thoughts sucks because that's not something many celebrities do. But like at the same time, like, fuck, a millionaire. You can calm down. Ellen was posting all those damn videos and pictures of her crying about this. I'm like, you could snap your fingers and 12 different women will bring you a cake. Shut the hell up. Like, you're not.
I don't think that's true, Nikki. That's a power that very few people have. I don't think Ellen has that power.
She probably can't. She probably can't right now because I bet all of her workers are back home with their families. But like, she usually
don't try to say that's why. I'm not trying to defend Ellen, but like, that's just not something she could do.
If you could, truthfully, snap your finger, and this is like ridiculously like terrible, like Emperor's New Groove type, you're a piece of shit. If you could just snap your fingers and someone brought you a specific item, what would that be? And it could be any item.
Shout out Dan. Dan agrees with you. He says that Ellen can snap her fingers and get cake. But let's see. What would I get if I could snap my fingers? Fuck. I'm not saying I can't snap my fingers. I can. That was worded stupidly. I don't know. I don't need anything that quick. Like, what do you need that quick?
There's no,
do you have an answer?
I think it would just be like a power move if you were to do it. Like, it doesn't have to be anything crazy fancy. Hell, you snap your finger. Someone's like, oh, hey, can I get an art? Snap your finger. Someone brought you a pen. And you're just like, bam.
Oh, I know what I want. If I would love to snap my fingers and get an Uber.
Wait, say it one more time. I lost you.
Snap my fingers and get an Uber.
Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
I think they originally... that form is called kind of like a taxi. It's like that would be like the ultimate taxi service. It's like, because in taxi you'd be like, taxi, they'll pull. Uber, you gotta like press buttons and shit, but there's never a taxi around. It's perfect. I like this idea.
You have to answer it because you asked me that dumbass question.
Okay, my dumbass answer would be every time I snap my fingers, someone would bring me a loaf of just a slice of bread. One slice of bread. If I feel like eating it, I'll eat it. Usually I would just use it to smack someone with to show them that I am better than them.
Okay, Dan just said mine was a bad pick. I'm talking about in the real world where we're not in a pandemic, in an ideal state where I take Ubers all the time. And also, this dumbass just said a slice of bread. Roast him for his pick. He said a slice of bread. Like, what do you... Like untoasted, like no cheese on it, no meat, like nothing. Just one slice of bread. Who just eats slices of bread? See, like you blame people think you're crazy for your murder eyes, but it's because you say shit like that.
Well, I say shit like that as a joke. I don't actually want a slice of bread. If I'm being real, 100%, I snap my finger, someone brings me a slice of pizza.
Okay, that's less psychotic.
No, that's for real. For real. If I snap my fingers, I would like a slice of pizza. Pizza.
Oh God.
That's for real.
That's a really boring answer. But
I really
but
like
like
pizza, man.
Yeah, like if you were out, like if I no backtrack. If I was out like drunk as fuck in like an actual like normal club or bar or something, and I need to get home, and I can snap my fingers and get an Uber, you tell me that wouldn't be like the best superpower ever? Especially if you have a group with you, everyone would. You'd be the most popular person ever.
It's like, where are we going next? I don't know, man. I don't know if we can get an Uber or anything. How much we got? We got 8 of us. Okay, we'll just need 2, and then boom, 2 just show up. It's good to go. I like that. That's a good idea. Yours is convenient. Mine is purely for the fact that practical. Sorry, mine is for the fact that I love pizza, and also like, come on, if you got like a drunk friend, it's like, oh shit, man, you need to eat some pizza. That's what I'm there for. That's
right. Let's compromise. A Domino's delivery guy, and he will also give you a ride home.
I like this. We snap our fingers, and you get a Domino's delivery guy who will also take. That sounds perfect. That's wonderful. He lets you eat it in the car. He's like, I don't give a shit, dude. Or if you want to wait till you get home, that's fine because he's got a heating bag. So it's gonna stay nice and hot
you get to,
time.
or he could put you in the heating bag. What up,
What up, Hussein? If it's cold out, he'll put on one of those. Oh yeah, what's up, Hussein? Hussein said that one. Y'all ever sneeze in a fart? Hell yes. Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah, that actually happened to me once. I was like, it was in high school, and I was like talking to this hot girl. And well, it wasn't even a sneeze. I think I just laughed too hard and I farted. And she was like, "What was that?" And I was just like, "I don't know."
I don't know. You proved me wrong. Try to make it seem like I do know. I don't know. I had this one time where I was what was it? I was dog sitting. When I used to be a dog walker, every once in a while I used to have to like hang out with the dogs at night. And I was hanging out with these 2 dogs. And
that sounds weird.
I know, but it's truthfully, they're just like, we want someone to take them out at night and then just like chill with them until it's time to go to bed. And then you can just dip. That's like, that was the whole point. And like, I'm just hanging out with the 2 dogs, one sleeping in the bed. And there's like a little chihuahua on the couch sleeping next to me. The chihuahua farted while it was sleeping, woke itself up. It got up, startling itself, and it fucking starts barking, getting the other dog all riled up. And I was just like, what the fuck? And it was like, we were just sitting there. I was watching TV. Dog farted, a very normal thing, but it was such a loud fart. The dog was just fucking freaked. And I was like, oh, god damn.
My ex-girlfriend did that once. She didn't start barking, but she did fart and wake herself up.
She farted and started barking. Damn.
Yeah, that was... She would always fart in her sleep, and like she explained it to me like very early on in dating, and I was like, that's fine. Thank you for telling me, I guess.
Hey, when neither one of us will probably notice it's happening, I think, all right, cool.
Oh, I noticed it. Like, you know how like you just like wake up in the middle of the night and or maybe her farts were waking me up and I didn't even notice. Hussein can't spell chihuahua.
Man, neither can I. That would pretty great. If I could have a chihuahua, I would I get a chihuahua that would also own matching Hawaiian shirts that I have already. I would make my chihuahua a little miniature my Hawaiian shirts, and we'll just like go out into the town.
Yeah, I want a golden doodle, and I want to get him or her matching sunglasses with me.
Nice. I like that.
And then also I have this coat. Wait, I'll be right back. And when you see this coat, you're going to be like, yeah, that you should get a golden doodle.
Okay. Oh, no, I can't wait for this. What we got here? How we doing? How we doing, Hussein? Dan, I don't know if you're still there. Danny? Isn't it Danny? Or Socks Dan? Ooh.
Right?
Okay, now I get it.
Mm-hmm.
What you got to do is you have to get like a pink bandana for the fucking golden doodle, and then you wear the pink shirt. You guys are good to go.
Or we could also just both have pink bandanas around our faces so we don't get the Rona.
So you don't get that Rona. Coronavirus.
What's that from?
That's was it Cardi B said that shit.
Oh yeah.
I am the Cook brother who lives in I am. Yeah.
Oh, the Cook brother.
Cool brother.
Cool
is what he meant
brother.
To say.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
He thinks you're cooler than Jay. Jay isn't cool, actually. And he's not here to defend himself, so
He
fuck
can't
him.
defend himself. He's too busy having an anniversary. Fucking asshole.
Gay? Nah, I'm just kidding. Not
happy.
But yeah, can you show us? No, I can't show you. We're on a video call.
He wants you to give him a twirl. We were talking about this earlier. This is not an OnlyFans page, man.
I can't twirl because I'm wearing headphones, but also ignore that my pants are camo. They don't really match my shirt. But I wasn't expecting to stand up, so.
Yeah. I'm lucky. 90% of my pants are just black pants, so they like everything I own. Like all my pants are black, so I'm like they match everything I wear. I'm good. I just have to make sure I don't do too much wild shit around it, so it starts looking terrible.
Wow, that was really interesting.
Simple. Thank you.
Sorry, that was mean.
I'm quite interesting. Like,
Hussein is sexually harassing me in the chat.
You look like a GTA character.
No, he says I look exactly like my GTA character. I'm like a sexy
yours.
black girl.
Because it's the I've seen that. I saw you guys. I saw. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? You guys.
I think it was yesterday.
I think it was yesterday. Yeah, and I watched for a little bit while you guys were playing.
Yeah.
And you were at the casino for a second there.
Yeah. We were both drunk in the game and in real life. We both got kicked out of the casino because we passed out.
Nice.
But I own a penthouse, so they just put me on the roof. Hussein got thrown in the bathroom. Oh God.
That's great.
But yeah, so this fucking quarantine has been difficult. I think I need to make an effort to like actually video chat with people more than I have been. Like really, I've just my interactions have just been through texting, and I just like it's
not enough.
It's not good. It's not enough, and then you're just waiting for someone to respond, and then you're just like, well, I don't know. I don't really have anything to do until this person responds.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've had some time. I've had days where like I've set up where I'm just like, how about I just gonna set up a bunch of like video chats with people. And I'm just like, let's talk. What y'all's up? Because it's like there's not much to do. Might as well chit chat with folks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to do that. Well, I guess this is why I made this podcast.
Heyo.
But yeah, it's
chit chat.
I need to get my shit together. Been going to a therapist twice a week, which it helps for sure. Yeah. But you know, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, constant mental breakdowns. It's fucking cool as fuck. It's dope. A lot of that shit in here in my fur coat.
Hell yeah. I want a fur coat.
It's not real fur though.
I'm like I'm fine with it being fake. It doesn't matter.
Well, you should be fine with it. Fur is murder.
Yeah, I did not like. It's not a big deal. There used to be a fur shop right next to one of the branches I worked at, and just one day they were going out of business, so I just walked in. It was like all authentic furs, and I was like, well, let's see what a 75% mark fur coat would cost me. Still can't afford it, but I was like, I'm still gonna touch the fur, see what it feels like. And I was like, the fake shit feels fine to me. This is not worth this much because fake shit feels fine with me. At this point, it's just a status, just to say you have the fur. But I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I think that's all it is, really. It's just status symbol.
Yeah, just people being like, hey, I bought a dead animal. It's like, okay, you can find those on the street. You don't need to buy them.
You're not really finding them on the street that often. I don't know. You say things that just don't make sense.
Just last week, man, I found a fucking grizzly bear. It was amazing. Just right on the highway.
Did you make it into a coat?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being environmentally friendly. We wouldn't want that grizzly bear to go to have died in vain.
Go to waste. I use half of it as a coat, and since I'm a little fella, the other half pants.
Cool. Yeah.
Actually, truthfully, a bear would be able to clothe me many a time. I'm not. I'm nowhere near the size of a bear. I think I could probably make a full jacket out of like the leg of a bear for me.
Well, probably yes.
Again, would not do this. I'm not. I don't want to. Again, we've already
You heard it
discussed
here
to
first.
there you go.
Nikki kills bears and makes them wear coats.
Just their legs, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, you should see his closet just full of bear legs. Oh, God.
Full of bear legs.
Isn't that the Third Amendment? You have the right to bear legs.
Yeah, you have the right to bear legs.
Oh, that was a bad joke.
That actually, you have the right to bear legs sounds like an amendment to the Hooters Constitution. Like,
Oh, okay.
all of our employees have the
I'm
right
like, what
to
the
bear
fuck
legs.
does that
And
mean?
they're like,
Oh,
Sorry.
God. It was just hard for me to understand what that meant.
I wound up your joke with an even worse joke.
My joke wasn't good. It's fine. The jokes will hopefully get better as I continue to do this. Oh, God. This is fun, though.
Some great moments, though. Been ups and downs, lefts and rights. Like a Lil Wayne career.
Like a little what?
Lil Wayne career.
Oh,
Ups,
yes.
downs, lefts, rights.
Yeah, like when we shot it ourselves. We had a stroke because we drank too much lean.
Yup.
Did you have a stroke or was it something else?
Actually, I don't know, but I feel like he probably.
Or seizure, sorry.
It might have been a seizure. That's what I meant. Yeah.
I don't think this is funny. I just want to be clear.
I don't either. I think we were just clarifying things.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying things.
Yeah,
and
no problem.
also making me getting rid of my guilt about
Yeah, no
giggling about Lil Wayne's seizures.
Well, we already talked about it. People giggle when they're uncomfortable sometimes. So
I'll be honest, I wasn't uncomfortable. I was just giggling. So,
giggling.
Yeah.
I love how both of us just have a slight bit of pink in the background. You have more. Don't.
I have a fuck ton of pink. Yeah, I like
you have
pink.
a fuck ton. I got that little dot of pink in the corner right there. I have more lights. It's just you can't see them unless I did this. There's some pinks.
Okay.
There's some blues.
Okay, I have some like pink like IKEA lights I need to put up because I just want my whole aesthetic to be pink. Also, I lost the remote to that floodlight, so I don't know how to change the color. so I'm stuck with pink. So I like pink though.
You know what? That's the perfect way to choose your lifestyle. What happened? I just got stuck that way, and I said, "Fuck it."
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Oh, God. But yeah, I want this to be not just shooting the shit. I want to get into real shit. So, like, just tell me how you been feeling about this quarantine.
I mean, it's stressful as shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is not fun, obviously. Mm-hmm. And like, I'd say in a normal day, I fucking am irritated by probably 40 or 45% of the customers I deal with. This entire thing, it's been like 85-90% of the customers. Because the thing is, and this is purely just a me thing, and anybody who is considered it turns out the only people who would go out during a pandemic are the fucking so like the streets are flooded with just crazy people and assholes. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah. It's not like the sensible people are staying inside, you know.
No, hell no.
Yeah, I get super paranoid every time I have to go to the store. I'm I'm gonna have to talk to somebody I don't want to. Well, I don't have to talk to anybody, but someone's gonna talk to me as I walk across the street. And plus, I live in South Loop now, and there's a lot of homeless people.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Oh, I
wrong
mean,
with homeless people, but there's a lot. I don't know. I'm complaining to you, and you live in LA though.
Los Angeles, they're everywhere. A homeless guy once ran up to me. This is just a weird thing. I was just like about to start my day at work, and I was waiting outside for the other person so we can go inside. And I'm just standing out there, and this homeless dude, no shirt on, dreads, some basketball shorts, soaking wet, head to toe wet. Don't know why. Just runs up to me. He's just like a nice little jog. He's not sprinting. It's just like he's just like out jogging, soaking wet. He just stops right next to me. He goes, "Hey man, don't do it." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Sometimes we think about it. Don't do it. If you have those thoughts, just get a job." And he just continued jogging. And I was like, I think this homeless man just told me not to rob the bank I work at. Like it was insane. And I haven't seen
couldn't
him
figure
since.
out what. That's not where my brain went. I thought he like thought you were gonna like self harm or something. I don't know.
Maybe, but he said get a job. He was like, "You ever have those thoughts?
Oh,
Just get a job." And I was like,
Oh,
"That's
yeah.
weird. That's a weird thing to say."
Maybe he did think you were gonna rob
He
the
was
bank.
he was like, "No way a brown man is at a bank this early if it's not for something bad." And I was just like, got the uniform.
That's true.
on.
We don't go to the bank that early.
No,
I don't go to the bank at all. I bank online.
dude, I don't do shit. The amount of times people are like, "Wait, I can do this online?" Like the customers I gotta deal with, and you're just like, "God damn it, you are so fucking stupid." Because I work in a rich neighborhood, so it's nothing but rich people that I have to deal with, that are all like freaking out of all these things. This lady today, she was like, I can't go on the internet because the people will steal my information. And I was like, truthfully, if someone wants to steal your information, they can do it whether you're not. And she was like, I watched as her entire world shattered. And I was just like, oh God, how do you have 4 different accounts with $100,000 in them? Like, what is going on?
You don't have to be smart to get rich.
No, you do not. No.
And because I would be rich. Just kidding. I'm not that smart. I'm smart in some aspects. Oh, actually, this is cool. So I actually have an interview for this part-time job teaching iOS development.
Nice.
Yeah, on Thursday. So I'm gonna do it one of the city colleges of Chicago.
That's cool shit.
Yeah, it would be like 3 days a week. So hopefully I'll get it. I'm very overqualified, so I really hope I get it.
It's always fun when you're like, please give this thing that I 1,000,000% is beneath me. Like I 100% could do this in my sleep, backwards, left-handed, however you want to pronounce it. I don't give a shit. This would be so easy.
Yeah.
That happened to me once. And this is not at all the same thing, but it kind of felt similar.
You have to explain yourself. Just tell the story.
Yeah, when I was in grade school, I took like accelerated math classes. So I was doing like algebra and trig and all that shit. So like high school, I went to the next level up and all this stuff. And then when I was in college, I went to art school. So I had to go back down to algebra, and I had to take the class. And I was like, no, I've done so many math classes. And they're like, no, you have to take. And there was one day where my teacher, towards the end of the class, my teacher was like, Nikki, I'm not feeling too good. Could you possibly help out teaching the class? Because she knew that I knew everything about the subject, because it was something I did like in 7th grade or some shit. And I was just like, yep, this is 100% beneath me. But here I am every fucking day taking this. That's what I was saying. It's like, it feels like that.
Yeah.
That's how I can say I know it's like, it's so beneath me, but here I am.
No, I honestly just want to do it because it's something to do.
But this is also seems like something you would enjoy. You're gonna be helping others actually do something.
Yeah, I really always wanted to teach, especially programming.
iOS development. Yeah, is a thing that can get you a job. So
yeah, I thought about doing some coding streams on this channel too. Could be interesting.
I'm sure that would work. Just do a little just do like 15, 20-minute ones here. Because I don't think you have to do like. I mean, I guess I'm sure coding takes. But like
it takes a long time.
Yeah. I'm sure. I originally went to college science, and I very quickly was like, oh, this is not for me. I can't do this sort of shit.
You cut out. What did you What'd you go to college for?
I really went to college for computer engineering, computer,
Oh,
and
okay.
then I was like, nah, never
Mm-hmm.
mind. I literally did it
Yeah.
because I was like, I mean, I'm good at math, and it said it's a 98% job rate, and then I was like, I don't give a shit about this. I give a shit about movies. Fuck the money. I'm gonna go into the arts.
Yeah, look at me. I went into technology and now I want to go into the arts. If you can call this art.
It's artistic enough.
Yeah.
I'm sure, because if they did this all, if it was all in black, then I think a lot of people have been like, what'd you say?
You're cutting out a lot.
What the fuck? Sorry, my internet's probably shit.
Yeah.
And
It's all
this is
good.
a terrible neighborhood. Like this neighborhood always gets. But yeah, what was I saying? Fuck,
I don't
I forgot what I was
remember.
saying. Yeah, oh well, it wasn't that important. Yeah, I don't know.
Definitely wasn't.
Art school.
Yeah, something about art school.
That. Oh, art. Oh, I said if this was just shot in black and white, probably it would be like, oh, this is a very artsy thing. We could put this in the MoMA.
No, it wouldn't.
Oh, yes.
I'm glad that cut out because that was not worth saying. Oh god.
Yeah, I think maybe for like if it black and white, just make everything silent because then everybody would have to think about what we're.
Wow, that is so true. Makes so much sense.
Art.
Now I get it. Now I get art.
Yeah. I went to art school, Matt. Trust me, I can do this.
Yeah, just make stuff more difficult to consume.
Yeah, it's called experimental filmmaking.
Yep. All right.
I legit took a class on it. Did goddamn near nothing and got an A.
Well, congrats.
I just
Super
did weird shots, film things with different types of film, scratch up the film. That's it.
Yeah.
Experimental.
Maybe you should close the Twitch stream.
Yeah, maybe.
You keep cutting out. Your internet might be struggling.
It probably is. I bet you everybody in this apartment complex, although it's only 4 units, that we're all home now, so we're really using that bandwidth. Probably not how that works, but
I don't know how it works, and I'm a computer guy.
All I know is according to the internet is struggling.
Yes, as Lil B once said, everybody's struggling. I love struggling. Thank you, Bass God.
Thank you, Bass God. What's he been up to? Just chilling.
He's constantly releasing music, so I'm sure he's just been busy.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Did you see? I was just thinking. Although earlier we were like, fuck celebrities who are all out or complaining and stuff. Fucking not Kendrick Nunn. Fuck. Why can't I think of his damn name? Yeah, fuck it. I can't remember his name, but he NBA player, not Deion Waiters. I just forgot his name for a second. Deion Waiters was showing a video of him rollerblading in his living room, and I was watching that, and I was just
that's
like,
kind of funny.
This looks like fun. I was like, yeah, that looks like a fun time. I was like, that's cool. I enjoy that.
He's a fun guy.
He's a fun guy. What the hell's Kawhi Leonard doing right now? Is he just?
I think he's probably sitting in his chamber,
his charging station.
Yeah, he's probably cryogenically frozen until basketball comes back.
He's just, you know what? He's up on Namek, just fucking training.
Yeah, he's in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah, just fucking shooting free throws.
Yeah. Oh god, that's okay. Yeah, I just want to keep complaining about my mental health, but yeah, I do want to say that last night I was having a particularly rough couple days. Well, last night I was having whatever. This last week has been rough, and I actually reconnected with one of my friends from college who also suffers from mental illness, and it was really nice talking to someone who understands. So
yeah,
that's some advice I could give is talk to someone who has gone through something similar to you. If you're struggling through it, if you're watching this, hit me up. I like to listen to that shit. Or come on the show and we can talk about being sad. I love that shit.
Let's talk about being sad.
Yeah. I just video chatted with my friend Julie. She's very sad. Everyone's super sad.
Every single person, all the people, everybody I know who has birthdays right now, who like,
oh yeah,
their birthdays have been through video chat or just sitting at the house by themselves. And you're just like, I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Yeah. We were on our family doing our like weekly family video dinner, and my friend Katie was like, I gotta go, I have a birthday party to attend. I was like, oh god, that's so sad.
Oh man,
this fucking sucks so much. It sucks so much, but it's okay. I feel guilty even complaining because like I have a job, I can survive. A lot of people have it a lot worse. And
yeah, I think it's just because this is a situation that no one's ever had to deal with. This is a very specific, like, there have been times where places are quarantined, but not the entire world hasn't been asked to like just take a minute.
Yeah, take it easy. Yeah. Take a break.
Take it easy. At work, my boss asked me very politely if I would stop anytime a customer is overly complaining, saying, well, the world has been put on pause. Because anytime someone just continues, it's like shit like, we clearly can't fix this. And I'd be like, I know we could fix this, but the world's been put on pause. And my boss is like, you really gotta stop saying that. And I was like, but it has. The world's on pause right now. The whole world's on call.
Time out.
Yeah.
Like, oh god.
Calm down. Like, you gotta take a minute.
That's so sad. The world is on pause. I don't want to think about that shit.
Nah. It's alright. It'd be a blast when every single sporting event, all comes.
You cut out.
I was saying it'd be fun when every single event, sporting, music, movie, all comes out in the same weekend.
No, that's gonna be mad stressful. And I'm not looking forward to wedding season when this shit's over. Like, that's
I've already decided that like once the quarantine's done is when I'm just gonna take a 2-week vacation and stay home for 2 weeks, not do shit. I'm gonna take a staycation because
I was thinking about doing a staycation.
I'm just like, fuck this, man.
Yeah, it's like every day feels the same, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to make it even more the same by not working.
Yeah. But if after the quarantine is over and staycation, you can go places. You don't have to sit around the house.
That's true.
You can actually go some places. My idea
why not actually do a vacation instead of a staycation?
No, truthfully, I want to be quarantined for 2 weeks. I just want to see people for 2 weeks. After all this, it's a completely different thing though, because you are completely away from people. I'm constantly in front of people, and the worst. I'm literally seeing the bot every day is Florida. Like, it's just ridiculous shit. So I'm just like, God, I just need like a week or two where I don't see people unless I like go to a show or something.
Yeah,
like. That's a nice staycation for me. I just want 2 weeks where I don't have to deal with customers.
Yeah, I got you.
How nice that would be. God
yeah. Yeah. I got you, man. I would like to
go back to hanging out.
Yes. I really want to just go back to the office and see my coworkers in person. Everyone's made out of pixels. The only like people I see, and I don't know if this counts as people, is the birds that sit on my windowsill. It's like pigeons, and I'm like, I fucking hate birds, but like I found myself like turning into a bird watcher and only watching pigeons. But I'm like, hey, it's my neighbors. I sound psychotic, but not really, because
that's how everybody's
in such a weird ass time.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah.
Dude, I get it. There's a fucking dog that's like up the way that when it's barking, I'm like, oh, there's Barkley. I don't actually know the dog's name, so I call him Barkley. Barks all the fucking. But like he's like a cool dog. I've only seen it like twice. little pit bull, and it's just like,
That's cute.
he's like, it's not mad, but every once in a while, he'd be like, "What up?" to people. Hey, how you doing over there? Morning. So that's what he's doing.
He sounds very nice. Sounds like a chill bro. Yeah. Do you have a Switch?
Nah.
Okay.
Actually, well, we have one here right now. She has one, and it's here. And we got what we got. We got the the fucking not the Stick of Truth, the other one, the South Park game.
I would
Solid
not
Butthole.
familiar.
It's called like Solid Butthole or something like that.
What?
It's
that sounds trash. I hate South Park though, so I guess that.
Nah, it's a very fun game. And then like playing Breath of the Wild, and
Breath of the Wild is the greatest game ever created.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And there's
I
this
should stream some Breath
game.
of the Wild actually.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
And there's this game she has, an 8-bit game called Blasphemous. It's a lot.
I think I've heard of that. Yeah, I've just been playing Animal Crossing. Like I've been like that game is like seriously like therapeutic as fuck. Like I will get super anxious and then I'll start playing that game and like just like start talking to the other villagers and then they'll say things like I wasn't sure about moving to this island, but being here with someone like you makes it so much better. And I'm just like, oh my God, that's so sweet. I'm like, yeah. I love you. Everyone's so nice to you in that game. Except for the bunny rabbit. The Easter bunny character was a fucking dick. And I'm glad Bunny Day is over. Fuck that rabbit. Fuck its eggs. He was like giving me shit because I wasn't using the eggs to craft things. I'm like, I don't have time for that. I'm trying to move in new villagers. I got to create all this furniture for them because Tom Nook can't be bothered to furnish the apartments or let them furnish them themselves. Sorry, now I'm ranting. I love that game. I love that game so much.
Everyone I've heard, everyone I know who's played it has loved it, and like also like the whole. Every time I'm like on the internet, there's people like talking about how much they've had a great time playing. I did see something where someone was like, I was talking to my therapist and she was like, what have you been doing? And I was like, have you heard this? There's this game called Animal Crossing, and she's like, I've heard about that with the whole animal villagers and all that stuff. And I was just like, even therapists are like, yeah, I know what like, okay. Of course it is.
Also, I have to send you this video that I sent to my therapist. This one YouTuber made a video about Animal Crossing and mental health. And it was like, I think it's an older video because it's not based on New Horizons. I think it's based on like the original GameCube one. Which, fun fact, is actually the second Animal Crossing because the first one was not released in America. But, or I think it may have been just a remake, but whatever. Doesn't matter.
Maybe.
But it's like a really good video. And my therapist, I sent to my therapist, he's like, this seems like something you would have made. And I was like, you're right. Thank you. Also, let's work on me making YouTube videos because why the fuck won't I do it? I'm going to put this on YouTube. I'm going to put this on YouTube and then I'm going to make some videos. But yeah, it's just, I have all the free time. I should just do one tonight. I should just fucking react to something stupid. But, but yeah, like this video is really good, and I'll post it in the YouTube description too when I post this on YouTube. But it's really beautiful video about like how like Animal Crossing helped this guy with his mental health issues, and it's just
that's good.
It's like really sweet, and it makes me very happy. And also, I'm like, holy shit, this is exactly how I felt about Stardew Valley, and now about Animal Crossing.
Well, both of those games have similar. They're like, you know, just like small tasks here and there that that are very rewarding every time you do something.
Yeah,
those are good. Those are good kind of games to like. Yeah, those are good games that are like relaxing and make people feel happy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm playing a game where like every 6 seconds someone's like, "There's an enemy above you." God, no.
Yeah. Fucking Call of Duty. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you play Call of Duty. That game is fucking aggressive.
It's very stressful.
Yeah, it can get really stressful. That's why I only play it sometimes from here.
Yeah, I had enough Warzone, honestly. As like, Hussein always wants to play it. I'm so glad that he got into GTA because I'm like, this is way less stressful. We didn't even do any missions. We did one mission and failed it, but like we were just like mostly just hanging out in the casino and like spinning a wheel and playing blackjack. And I was like, this is so much more fun than shooting people.
It's true. Sometimes I get on GTA and just play a round of golf, which is like the most boring thing you can do on that.
Though.
Or like it'll just be like, it's also very funny because like, creepy ass characters, and like I'll be playing golf with like a guy who's got like a monkey mask on, or like I'm sitting there with a fucking bulletproof vest on and like just a skull mask, and I'm just like putting in this fucking fourth hole. It is weirdly relaxing. Sometimes. Truthfully, the game's really beautiful, so sometimes I'm just like, this is fun to look at.
Yeah, it's fun to just drive around or fly around in a helicopter or something.
I like those kinds of games where I can just like, I can do things at the same time. I can just...
Yeah, those are my favorite games where you're not forced to do anything. That's why I love Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing so much, because like sometimes I don't want I want objectives to be there. No, I want goals. But I don't want to be punished for not doing the goals. And that's what I love.
That's something that's always nice.
Mm-hmm. God, just thinking about playing Animal Crossing is making me happy. Such a relaxing game. And Stardew.
It is a relaxing game.
Yeah.
I don't have a Switch. I play either one of them.
You can play Stardew on anything.
Can you?
Yeah,
I didn't know
it's
that.
literally on every single platform. It's even on phone.
It's on your phone? Jesus.
Yeah, you should get it for your Mac or something. It'll run on anything. It's 16.
Yeah. It's a relaxing game I have. The Sims. That's my like relaxing, like it's not like anything is gonna really
Love
matter.
The Sims.
Play around for a little. I build ridiculous houses for Sims to live in. I built a house that was 4 floors, but only one of them was actually on the floor. It was three basements and then 1 floor up. And I was like, this looks like a psycho's house. And I destroyed the whole thing.
Yeah, you sound
I was just like messing with the build because you can make it like look cool with all the different levels. I was like, oh, this has been fun. And I was like, ooh, wait a minute, this looks great.
You sound like H.H. Holmes.
Yeah, if I put everything above ground, it would be a architectural piece. No, we should.
Oh, goodness gracious. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Also, I used to like roam around in GTA San Andreas just looking for Bigfoot because it was relaxing and fun.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
That is one thing that's nice. Like in those, you don't, because like some games, like in like a Fallout or like a Skyrim type game, an Elder Scrolls game, you'll like be walking around and then someone will just try to kill you all of a sudden. It doesn't happen that often in Grand Theft Auto, and usually when it does, it's a person that you can very easily take down, and then everybody else freaks out and runs away, and you can just go back to walking around.
Unless you're playing online, then someone will blow up your car for no reason.
Oh yeah, I always anytime I switch over to the non-violent mode where I can't kill anybody, but they also I can just do whatever. Unless my whole thing is to be like, oh, let's have some fun shooting at people.
You mean pussy mode? Or is it passive mode? They should call it pussy mode. No, I'm just kidding.
I am sure there's a bunch of people that call it that, but I don't.
Oh God. All right, man. I think I'm gonna call it quits on this podcast, but this has been fun.
Hell yeah.
Let's try to do this. Let's try to do this once a week. And well, you don't always have to be on, obviously, because
whenever you want to chit chat, we chit chat.
But yeah, you're welcome on the show anytime, of course.
Perfect.
But, yeah, this has been fun. We were up over an hour. That's pretty good length. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Chatty with Matty. Only on the Yay Network. That was lame. All right. All right, I'm finna end this shit. Peace.
Bye.